So greetings from Virginia once again. Yes, I know the title of this video is the high point of Kentucky, and we're getting there, but we're still here in Virginia. I just made it to the little town of Appalachia, and this is Route 160. I think this is gonna be a cool highway up to the top. The Kentucky border is just up that way. So, the Kentucky high point, if I could talk. It's been a long trip already. It's just across the border. But we can drive up, no hiking. Like yesterday I did a high point in Virginia, about like a 4 to 5 hour hike. So I thought I'd start the video down here in Virginia and show a little bit of the drive up as well. 4,175 feet, I believe, is the high point in Kentucky. It's just called Black Mountain. So let's get back in the Jeep and head up there. I'll just quick give you a little look around. The mountains are a little bit covered in mist right now. Some places the sun was shining on the way up and some not. So we'll see what happens when we get up there. It is slowly clearing, but we may be enshrouded in fog up there. We'll see. But it is what it is, folks. I already got a later start this morning than I wanted to, but maybe that's good, because maybe, you know, that we up here later, maybe it'll clear, because this was a clear the longer the day goes on. We'll see. Anyway, I'm yapping. Let's get up there. Yeah, but from the looks of it, this is going to be a very windy road, which might be kind of fun. It's starting to drizzle again, so that's not a good sign. But yeah, I mean, you can only do what you can do, folks, when you plan these trips. But we'll see, mate. It might be clear up there in other parts. We'll see. It is looking very misty up there, though. Looking at my GPS, it looks like we're headed coming to some of the more twisty, windy parts. So I'll film a little bit of it, but I'll film carefully. Yeah, here it starts, the twisty parts. They even have warnings for type of vehicles and stuff. Up we go. It's kind of fun, actually. Just gotta take these turns. Nice, because I'm only driving with one hand. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that, but we're taking it slow. This is kind of fun. This road is called Trail of the Lonesome Pine. Showing on my GPS. Yeah, look, we're just twisting around and around and around. Making our way to the top. Wow. Just like all these hairpin turns. Yeah, we're getting up into the mist here, so yeah, here you can see it. So we're gonna be up in the clouds here. So yeah, our chance for views at Black Mountain, because I'm trying to think if there are any views normally from Black Mountain, but I assume there probably are. But that's for us, that's diminishing, as you can tell. But we'll see. Big hairpin turn coming up. Because I gotta come back down this road then. Wow, this is something else. Yeah, we're approaching the Kentucky border. yeah, it's really thick up here. Yeah, fog and hairpin turns. It's a great combination. Just gotta pay attention. Right, we may not get a view at the top, but this is a fun drive. Whoa, this is a fun drive up here, though. Haven't encountered anyone else on this road. Yeah, doing these turns with one hand is not the greatest. I could be using my action cam, my dash cam, but I just anyway, that probably would have made it easier. But oh well, too late now. Yeah, but all of a sudden here it clears up, so maybe we'll see. Because that's all foggy up there again. Looking at my map, my GPS should show the state line up there. I don't see it yet, but and all these rock walls. This is really cool, actually. And I see blue sky up there, so wow, we might just get a break. I mean, depending on how it is up there with the mist and fog and the sun, it might be a really cool view. Look at this, we're out in the open again. Alright, this is looking better all of a sudden. Yeah, but once we cross the state line, we need to look for a road immediately to our left. Pulled over here. I want to take a look at this right here. Oh yeah, check that out. Wow. See the smoke rising up. Yeah. There's someone else. Park over here, you might hear a little music. Alright. Alright, so that was the Jebediah Memorial Overlook. And we are crossing over into Kentucky right here. You can see a sign there for Black Mountain. Ooh, this is dangerous. I need to find a road here called Black Mountain Ridge Road. Oh, there's Kentucky. I think that's why I needed back there. I gotta turn around. That was the road I wanted was just back there. Okay. Yeah, this is the road I want right here. I believe. Access prohibited. No ATVs, four-wheel, no trespassing allowed. I think this is what we want. Black Mountain. Alright, so it's all good. That guy that was at the overlook looked like a utility truck, and it is. He's familiar with the area. He said I can go up there even though it's posted. They just put the posted signs just to keep people out because it is pretty rough up there, but we'll get the four-wheel drive on. So that was cool. That was no chance meeting, I'll just put it that way. Meeting that guy there, he reassured me that I am allowed to be up here. So, alright, let's go. Yeah, it was just a bit confusing because from my research, I read that you were allowed to drive up here, or come up here. So then I saw the posted signs, I wasn't so sure. But yeah, so it looks like we will encounter a gate up here at one point. We might have to walk a little bit to the high point, but not far. This takes us up to the radio tower.
But if you're thinking about doing this yourself, you could see by the condition of the road that you might want to maybe just park at the overlook and come up here and walk, unless you have four-wheel drive. But yeah, they just don't want people coming up here in a, you know, a low clearance vehicle and getting stuck or something. Yeah, so there will be a radio tower on our left. And then he said, I think he said the road is gated off after that. But it just makes me feel good that I'm not talking to that guy, knowing that I can come up here. Because that was going to ruin my day. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I don't see that as a chance encounter, if you know what I mean. Looks like this road was paved at one point, many moons ago. Even a guardrail up here. Oh, we're headed into the, oh, there's a car up here, wow. Well, he doesn't have four-wheel drive. Anyway, he's up here, oh well. Alright, yeah, we're back in the clouds, so we're in this mist. Alright, let's find this radio tower. We are still going up, though. Oh, that's rutted bad. Yeah, it gets really bad here. Oh. I got to turn you off. Yeah, here's the radio tower finally. Just gotta find, there should be a road just up this way, off to our left. Goes that way and that way. That's gated off. Wow, this is rough. Is this what we want? Here's another radio tower. Let me check things out here. Alright, so a little bit confusing, but we found a spot. I found the placard back there. We have made it to the highest point in Kentucky. Wow. And there's no views from the ground. There's a fire tower there, but they have the stairs cut out. So maybe there'd be a view. Well, I'll show you around. Yeah, so there was another set of radio towers. Right there's the fire tower. It doesn't even have a top to it anymore. But they cut the stairs out. Maybe you'd have a view out that way, but not today. But here's our high point. Highest point in Kentucky, elevation 4,139 feet. I'm not sure what I said at the beginning of the video, but plaque is a memory of William Brisden, World War II veteran. You can read the rest of that. Talks about him building the first cable system. Yeah. Cool. Sponsored by Hands Across the Mountains. So the highest point in Kentucky. Here we are. maybe this rock over here is the highest point. Ah, here we go. Kentucky High Point. Actually looks like maybe there's that fire tower right there is at the highest point, but anyway. So we made it. That road was rough. Well, the road, I mean, that road was at Route 160. That was amazing coming up the mountain. I gotta go back down, but this dirt road was something else too. I can see why they would prefer not people coming up here, but anyway, wow. We made it. Took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, but I can see why. Yeah. A lot more, this trip coming up here was a lot more epic than I thought it would be. That road coming up, like I said, was awesome, and just being, yeah, anyway, we made it. High Point in Kentucky. But just one last look. Like I said, it doesn't look like we would have really had much views anyway, maybe a little bit out that way, but not out here. So, it's okay if it's foggy. And my poor Jeep. Alright. But that'll be it for this video then, folks. Got the birds singing up here, but I got about a 4-hour drive to New River Gorge State Park, National Park. That is if I make it off this mountain and back down, but we should. Alright, but thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. And we have a bear. Hello, cow. Hello, bear. It's okay. Oh, wow. So I'm parked here in the middle of the road. Hey, buddy. He's thinking, what is going on? Alright, I'll let him go, though. He's kind of looking at me funky. It's okay, buddy. We'll see you. Alright, that's kind of cool.